Hello everyone, welcome to happymath.com. So this time we will talk about confidence interval. So confidence interval topic, we will talk about two different categories here. One is the large sample case, and then the other one small sample case. Okay, so determine between large sample and smaller sample, we can determine by sample size n. So sample size n is bigger than or equal to 30, we consider large sample. Or even though n is small, if sigma, which is population standard deviation, is known, then we are using large sample case. On the other hand, if n is less than 30, also sigma is unknown, then we treat them as a small sample case. Okay, then if any question is about large sample case, then we are using Z distribution. If it's small sample case, then we're using T distribution basically. Okay, then what's the reason to find out confidence interval? So let's briefly talk about that. Okay, so as a unique data, we always have sample mean, and then sometimes we have a sigma or S. Sigma means population standard deviation, S means sample standard deviation, right? Okay, so based on that, now we can maybe determine so population mean value. However, sample mean doesn't always reflect the population mean, which means we have some difference, error between sample mean and population mean. So we cannot trust the sample mean, and then we always believe that sample mean representing population mean. Therefore, what do we want to do? We are making a little bit space here. Okay, so between sample mean here. Now, so from sample mean, we are extend a little bit on the right side and left side, and then make interval here. And then we assume population mean can be maybe this interval. That's how we want to conclude it. So this interval we just call error. So which means whenever we are talk about confidence interval, we are finding error first, and then based on the error, and then we are using sample mean and extend some kind of space, and then we determine the interval for population mean. So that's basically definition for confidence interval. Okay, then let's look at an example, and then using Excel. Okay, so look at this example please. So a college admission director wishes to estimate the mean age of all students currently enrolled. A random sample of 20 students, the mean age is found to be 22.9 years. From the past study, the standard deviation is known to be 1.5 years, and the population is normally distributed. Okay, so here, so even though our sample size is smaller than 30 here, but because we know the population standard deviation sigma, which is 1.5, therefore even though it is less than 30, we are using Z distribution. Okay, so let's organize all this data here. So n equal to 20, and then population standard deviation that equal to 1.5, and sample mean is 22.9, and confidence level, it can be 90%, 95%, or 99%. So I'm gonna start from 90%, which is 0.90. Okay, then now alpha means always 1 minus confidence level, so 1 minus this value here. Okay, then now we are ready to find out error first. So error, in this case, because we know population standard deviation, so we are using normal distribution. So please type confidence and normal, this one, and then we type alpha first, and then standard deviation, and then size here. Okay, that's basically error for this question. Now based on this error, now we can make interval. So I just say lower limit, which means we are extend to the left hand side, upper limit, so we extend to the right side here. Okay, so lower limit always that equal to sample mean minus error, and the upper limit is equal to sample mean plus error. Okay, then now we have a 22 point, so I'm gonna say it's 100 digit maybe. Okay, so 22.35 and then 23.45, that's the 90% interval. So now we can conclude that 90% confidence interval is 22.35 and 23.45. Okay, then let's do then what about 95%? Okay, so instead we're doing everything again, so you can only change confidence level, which is 0.95, then it kind of adjusts everything here. So therefore now we can say 95% confidence interval is 22.24 and then 23.56. Okay, so that's the answer. Then 99%, you only change this one too, so 0.99. Okay, then you switch everything here, so 99% confidence interval is 22.04 comma 23.76 here. Okay, so then let's compare. So lower limit value and the upper limit value here. So when you look at lower limit, it is actually decreasing. So it was 22.35, 20.24, and 20.04 here, like that, right? Now upper limit value is increasing here, so 23.45 and 23.56 and 23.76. Okay, then what does that mean? So based on normal curve here, then now we can determine 90% interval. So what sample mean was, hold on, sample mean here, that's the 22.9, and then we expand like until 23.45, and then 22.35. Yeah, so that's basically 90% area. So from here to here we can say 90% interval. Then now, so 95%, it can be extend more, so basically 23.56 and then 22.24. So that's basically 95% interval, and then 22.04 and then 23.76. So that black area becomes basically 99% interval here. So like this, so based on percentage value, we extend the interval more and more. That's the reason compared to 90, 95% have bigger area, and then also 99% has even more bigger area. That's why lower limit value keep going down and the upper limit value keep going up here, basically. That's what happened. Okay? So I hope you understand how to determine confidence interval, and then I will see you with different video. Alright, thank you.